but I've seen so many more women cheat. And being a woman myself, I get to be an insider to the things that women talk about. And yes, they will admit to one another that they cheat, but you will never hear an ounce of remorse.
What up, what up, what up? This is your boy Agree to Disagree, and I'm coming at you again with another video review. Today we're reviewing some videos that were sent to me, and the first video we got here is one from my girl, Love Dorsey. Why you will never get a man. Let's check it out.
Can't attract that because you cannot manage your emotions as a woman. You always worry about stuff that's irrelevant. You will create hypotheticals in your mind that ain't actually going on and then act in the physical based on them. I told y'all about this. This is when you sit back and you can't control your own thoughts. So you tell yourself, he taking too long. He ain't answer his phone. He probably with his baby mama. And then you told yourself this. And in your mind, you really start to believe it. When a nigga come around, you give him the physical negative energy that he was actually with his baby mama or off with a bitch when he wasn't answering the phone for you. But you don't even know that to be true. You're nuts. And you will never get a man that's actually ready to conquer a woman and be a good husband and treat you of value, because you're not valuable right now. You're broken. You're hurt. You're lost. You need to go fix you. Get in a Zoom, do on communication with Love Dorsey, go to therapy, go do something to get you right.
Love Dorsey has a unique way of saying things, but she has a point here. When you go into a new relationship, you have to go in there healed. You can't go into a new relationship with open wounds from your past relationship. And you can't treat your new guy like the old guy who did you dirty. So when you're with the new person, you have to trust him until proven otherwise. Just because the last guy cheated on you or did you dirty or did you wrong or lied to you, that does not mean the next guy is going to do the same. So you have to make sure that you're over those past wounds and give the new guy a clean slate, because otherwise you're going to end up treating him badly for someone else's faults.
Some of y'all dudes, as a man, you don't have your basics together. A grown woman, one that actually keeps up with herself. She's pretty, she works hard, she takes care of her responsibility. She don't want your ass. You still around here at 40 trying to figure out how to keep a car. Never had your own place. Don't know how to pay bills yourself. Never had nothing in your name. Don't know how to look up your credit score. Don't have any goals for retirement. 50 and pants sag and think you're going to be a thug forever. Keep defending a block and talking about some ops that don't exist. A grown woman don't want you, my G.
Some other good points here, and I talk a lot about self-improvement on this channel. As men, we have to build ourselves up. And what are the things that women are looking for? They're looking for a leader. And if you ain't got your shit together, if you in and out of jobs, and you can't keep a car, like she said, who wants to follow a man like that? And you're not going to get any good quality woman if you're not able to do those things. And what we also talk about is being a provider. If you can't be self-sufficient for yourself, then how do you expect to provide for another woman? So, fellas, and I'll say this all the time, is you got to focus on yourself, focus on your purpose, get your money right before you can really go ahead and focus on trying to get a woman. That should be secondary. Number one should always be get your shit together. You get your shit together and a woman see you grinding, you got a good job, you got a nice crib, your car ain't got to be fancy, but it'll get you from A to B. A woman will notice that you're a man with ambition, you're a man with drive, you're a man who got his life in order, and they will find that attractive. And then at that point, women are going to come to you. Next, we have a clip of Jordan Peterson giving his thoughts on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition that came out a couple of months back. It was a little controversial, and let's just say Jordan Peterson ain't like to cover that much. Let's check it out.
tweeted out, "Sorry, not beautiful."
And then everyone got upset.
Yes, they did. They had a rather overweight young woman with a very revealing swimsuit on the cover. And I thought, no, the cover bothered me a lot because it was a cheap manipulation of something that had been working very well for Sports Illustrated. It was also an insistence that all of a sudden this non-athletic body is as beautiful as the standard swimsuit model. It's not. It's not as athletic and it's not as healthy. And that's that. And then it's a lie that's a manipulation of that young woman. They're not on her side. They're exploiting her. And she may be participating in that exploitation, but they're still exploiting her. So don't pull any moral stunts on me because you're irritated about my opinion when it's bloody clear to anybody with eyes that that was manipulative in 20 different ways. Not everyone's a genius. Not everyone's Picasso. Not everyone's young and healthy. Not everyone is a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, period. And f*** you if you don't like it.
Well, damn. And Jordan Peterson was going in right there, man. And, you know, I rocks with my boy Jordan Peterson. And I 100% agree with what he's saying. And one of the things that really bugs me is, like, a lot of people like to think that looks are subjective when they're really not. And I know everyone has their preferences, but some things are just never going to change. For instance, a six-pack will always look better than a beer belly. A girl with
D cups are always going to look better than a flat chest.
And a guy who is tall is always going to be the preference over someone who is short. These things are never going to change. Stop acting like it's going to. And of course, we can talk about how some people prefer going for people who are deemed less attractive in society's eyes. But the harsh truth is that typically the reason why some people prefer going after less attractive people is because they don't want to deal with the ego and the competition that comes with an attractive person. But it doesn't matter how much you try to push out of shape people to the forefront, it's not going to make them more attractive. Let's take a look at the young lady on the cover. And as you can clearly see, she is not an unattractive looking woman. But if you're looking at her body, it's not an extraordinary looking body. It's a pretty average looking body. A lot of people have this body. My next door neighbor has this body. I see this body every day when I'm doing my grocery shopping at Walmart. And if you have this body, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like I said, a lot of people have this type of body. But if I'm picking up a Sports Illustrated magazine, I expect the woman on the cover to have an impressive looking body. And quite frankly, I think this is a slap in the face to all the previous women who made the cover, who had to diet, exercise, and work hard just to get their body right to make the cover of the magazine. But instead, we have Sports Illustrated putting this woman on the cover of the magazine just so they can make a political statement. For our next video, it says, I've seen so many more women cheat. They're never remorseful and they always shift the blame. Let's check it out.
But I've seen so many more women cheat. And being a woman myself, I get to be an insider to the things that women talk about. And yes, they will admit to one another that they cheat, but you will never hear an ounce of remorse. They always victimize themselves. What they'll say is, instead of saying, you know what, I cheated, it was wrong, it was dishonest of me, it was betrayal, and I'll never do it again, what you will hear is, well, I cheated because I had to. He wasn't giving me what I needed and what I deserved as a woman. And all the other women will, jump right in and, be victims and victimize her, saying, oh, you poor thing. He should have treated you better. You take care of his kids and you do this and you do that. And he should have appreciated you more and you wouldn't have had to go screw another man. But it's really quite scary how they do that. But they're never remorseful and they always shift the blame.
You know what? I am actually glad that more and more people are waking up to the fact that yes, women do cheat too. It's not just the men who cheat. Women cheat too, damn it. They are just much better at getting away with it. And it's not that they are better cheaters, it's just the circumstances around women cheating makes it easier for them to get away with it. I mean, first off, guys more than anything want to believe that their woman is an angel and, oh, she'll never do that to me, when in reality, yeah, she will do that to you, trust me. And then the next thing is that women are much more likely to get a man to go along with the cheating, right? Guys are much more receptive to the idea of being the side dude because they get all of the benefits without the headache, you know. And so guys will gladly go along and be the side dude and not blow up the woman's spot. So it makes it a lot easier for the woman to cheat when you don't have to worry about your side dude being a problem. Although I have seen many women be remorseful for cheating, I've also seen quite a few women also try to shift the blame and not take accountability for cheating as well. And it doesn't matter what your reasoning is or what your excuse is, that man didn't force you to cheat. I don't care if he cheated first. It's never a good reason to go out and cheat on someone. You know, if you're unhappy in your relationship or you want to be with someone else, the best thing to do is leave. That is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you thought of the video. What points did you agree with? What points did you disagree with? Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. And if you got anything out this video, hit that like button. This is Agree to Disagree. I'm out.